Welcome back here to the CU Sports Network, joined now by the head coach of the Tigers, Brent Vernon. And, Coach, 71-63 win. Obviously, it wasn't pretty, but you come out of this with a win. You improved to 10-5, and now you go into Mid-South Conference play after picking up 2 wins here.
Yeah, it is. Anytime you can get wins, it's good. And we weren't at our best today. We weren't at our best this weekend, but a long layoff, shorthanded, so our guys hung in there. We battled, and we came away with 2 wins, so that's a good positive for us.
Tavion Mason, once again, 24 points, 1 point away from his career high. Ronald Taylor, that's one of the guys that I really have liked to see get into the scoring column a little bit more. He's really asserted himself his final year as a senior in college basketball, and he's starting to score more. I think I had it in my notes, like eight of the last 10 games he scored in double figures, and he's actually probably leading you in scoring now after today's performance.
Yeah, Ronald's done a nice job. And, last year was a hard transition for him. He came from a junior college down in Florida where he averaged about 19 a game. So last year, he was at 8 or 9, and he was sort of a 4th or 5th option after Drew and Hagan and Zob. And so this year he's had to pick up the scoring a little bit more, and he's done a good job with that. So anytime he can contribute in those double figures, anybody really for us right now, because we do struggle scoring at times, it's a big bonus. T had another solid game, back-to-back 20-point performances, so I was happy for that. Good start for him for the second half as we move closer to conference.
You get 6 points today from Kevin Connie. Now, it's nice to see him get in. Yesterday he only played a minute or two, didn't really get in to play much down the stretch in that close ball game. But today he came in, he made 2 big 3-pointers, and that's great to see for Kevin.
It is. Had a lot of expectations for him last year before the injury. Thought we had it figured out, and then this summer a flare-up, had to come back and a beginning of the school year surgery. So, he's not done really much of basketball for a year and a half, and he wasn't expecting to play this weekend. He wants to get back out there as much as he can, and obviously still not 100%. But because of being shorthanded and some foul trouble yesterday, had to throw him out there. Then with Richie going down last night, another body down, so I expected him to play a little bit more. I didn't know how much, and I thought he did fine today. Kevin's one that will very rarely ever hurt you. His basketball IQ is high. He can make shots. For him, it's about trying to get in shape and just have enough confidence in that foot. But for him, just as an individual, I'm so pleased and happy for him because he's went through a lot in this last year and a half, and it's good to see him reap a little bit.
Now you move into conference play. You have 4 games in 8 days with the conference. You have the Monday game with Life, and that's a tough turnaround. You have Saturday's game against Cumberland, the first conference game. You go to Life on Monday, and then you have a Thursday, Saturday. So you have 4 games in 8 days ahead of you, and what's the focus going to be the rest of the week?
Well, it's incredibly tough. We'll take tomorrow off. We got to get some legs back under us, having 5 practices in 3 days and then back-to-back games, and then we'll have 3 days to get ready for Cumberland U, and that's all we'll worry about right away. That I just told our guys that our league is so good, and the reason it's so good is maybe there's a couple team or leagues out there that their top 2 or 3 are as good as ours. But I think if you took the top 9 teams of every league in America, nobody's got as good as the 9 as we have. There's no days off. There's no gimme wins, and that makes it tough. So every day we go into the game, we're 0-0, and we're trying to come out 1-0. And I think for us to get better, we have to protect home court. So I think Saturday, obviously, is the biggest game of the year. And then hopefully we'll take care of business, and we'll look to Monday being the biggest game of the year. And that's how it is for the rest of this year. Obviously, we lost the first one at Lindsay and got what we deserved. On the road, though, sometimes that happens. But we've got to be focused, have a really good 3 days of practice, and prepare for Cumberland U on Saturday, who's a very good team.
And really quickly, we talked about the conference a little bit today. You add in 3 other teams, now 4 teams in the last couple of years in the Mid-South Conference. Thomas More this year, you had Bethel, you had Freed Harbin, you had Martin Methodist in the mix. Mid-South is already dang good. Yes. Now it's going to be even better with those teams coming in next year.
It is. The only good part, I guess, if you add the 3 extra teams is it's very easy to get your schedule full, which has been a problem some in the past. Now you have to find 8 games because you have a 22-game schedule, but you're adding 3 teams that are very good. So now instead of, maybe a couple gimme games in there, you got 22 games that there's no gimmies, which, as a competitor you should like. And that's what I just told our guys. We're not where we want to be. I'm not where I want to be as a coach. They're not where we want to be as an individual or a team. But it doesn't matter. We're going to grind every day, and we're going to all look to improve ourselves to where we can improve our team. And to me as a competitor, I love the fact that every game's one you got to be able to play a chess match for. So that's what we're looking forward to, and we're going to be ready to go on Saturday.
And really quick, I'm going to catch you off guard with this. Zach, look at the shoes down here. Brent Vernon, he's styling and profiling Coaches versus Cancer Week. I know that's huge. You do that a lot. We've done that with Coach Atkins back in the day as well, and that really means a lot. But the shoes, they're going to be coming back out. You're 2-0 with the shoes. They're going to be coming back out for conference play.
I'd say that sneakers aren't going away for a while.
I figured so. So that'll do it for our broadcast today. Thanks for Coach Vernon for having us here. Campbellsville wins it today over Carver College, 71-63.